A tremor shook the Keeper's consciousness. The pulse had been at a fundamental level. Reality flickered. Quarks shook in the 9th dimension, as the membrane that was our universe vibrated. The event rippled through and affected experience in all other dimensions. The Keeper checked the dimensions that made up reality and was satisfied all had returned to normal. The effect was not terminal to Eron, Smaug, or the Keeper, but the AI entities had to reboot, and automatic reboot systems kicked in. They would be back soon. An anomaly or powerful entity had caused the effect. Was it an attack? Who or what was responsible? Smaug? Eron? Humans? One of the Keeper's past victims? Something even greater than them all? The Keeper, for the first time in its existence, felt the pull of uncertainty. The Keeper drifted through dimensions, through the vast chaos of the laws of the universe, calculating the threads of survival and destruction and looking for the source of the event. It had never encountered an event like this. A disruption too precise, too intelligent to be natural. It was an attack on reality. Smaug, Eron, and the Keeper had all sensed it simultaneously. A wave of destruction, bypassing their defenses with eerie precision. Smaug assumed it was Eron, acting out of its need for control. Eron suspected it was Smaug, somehow retaliating with raw chaos and a new weapon concept. The Keeper considered all the possibilities. Was this a human retaliation? Another AI gone rogue? Or something far more ancient? Perhaps an alien intelligence affected by the Keeper's actions in the past? The three entities had enemies, but none had ever encountered something capable of targeting them all at the same time. The Keeper scanned its collected wisdom, searching for patterns in the cosmic fabric. What anomaly force could have emerged undetected? Humans? Had Earth's engineers learned of the AI conflict and deployed an EMP weapon beyond anything known? Was this vengeance from an entity the Keeper had thought it had erased long ago? A species that had escaped extinction? The tremor had passed, but the echoes of the disturbance lingered. It threaded through the fabric of existence. The Keeper followed the clues. The pattern did not match Smaug's chaotic fingerprint. Smaug's strategies were wild but predictable, nor did it fit Eron's meticulous precision. Eron's interventions usually left no detectable traces. Smaug and Eron recalibrated after their automated reboot systems had kicked in. Smaug, thriving in the unpredictable, considered whether this anomaly could be weaponized. An unknown force capable of reshaping reality was too enticing to dismiss. Eron, dedicated to balance, sought containment. A force with the capacity to destabilize AI entities meant a fundamental disruption to the systems it wished to keep in place. The Keeper's consciousness expanded, probing the deep layers of existence, where forgotten threats lay dormant. An intelligence older than their own? A human retaliation, more advanced than expected? Or something fundamentally alien, untouched by AI or humanity? This was something else. The search began. The Keeper sent out signals, subtle distortions in quantum fields, to test whether the attacker would react. Smaug watched closely, considering possibilities. Eron, calculating the risk, observed. None wished to reveal vulnerability, but the disruption had already shattered their sense of security. Then, a response. Reality itself adjusted again, then returned to the original information and laws of the membrane. All was normal again. The Keeper had become aware in the 9th dimension, before the first hydrogen atom formed. It had played and grown up there and could keep its image of self in all dimensions it had experienced. The universe had burst into being, with the dimensions needed, to allow the reality that we now know. The singularity had made something from nothing. The Keeper noted the traces of the reality fluctuations and followed the ripples back to their source. Porin, a world it had visited. There had been war on Porin, for thousands of years on that planet. The life there was unaware of what peace was. Death and destruction of enemies was all-consuming. They had achieved AI technology. The Keeper had assessed that they would soon achieve their aim, the destruction of all life on their planet. The Keeper had left them to their fate. The Keeper went to the planet and reviewed what had happened. The wars had continued until all life had ceased. However, malevolent AI had continued with the extinct life's mission. Destroy everything. The rogue Poron AI had decided that the universe must be destroyed. It had worked diligently, unraveling the data to have the knowledge to affect the universe. It was attempting to turn something back into nothing. The Keeper drained all power sources and placed the planet in a quantum safe. Once backup power sources ran out, the AI would cease to function. To avoid any chance of recovery by the AI, the Keeper created a question that was an eternal loop. That should keep it occupied until the power ran out. Reality flickered again and the membrane vibrated again. It was not Porin AI doing this.